Hi there, everyone. Playing the next round of the Menagerie Mix playoffs. This is the round of 8 now, so the quarterfinals. Playing here against Fircoal. Looking at the board. Definitely got butcher stuff. I have the sadder. Well, it may not matter if you don't want a 4 that bad. I was gonna say I have the. I mean, it's still a little bit sadder, but maybe not notably sadder. The sadder necro hand is what I'm referring to. He gets to trigger actually right away, so that's even nicer. Potentially for him. I'm trying to think. I mean, I think it's reasonable to do a market square. I mean, they're good for both the peddlers. And it's a reasonable way of getting economy here, I think. I'm thinking market. Well, okay. It's either like market square, or market square, silver. It's a little faster to butcher, but not. Well, he also hit the 5 draw, which was really lucky. So he drew his hovel here. Yeah, that sucks for me. He drew his hovel off his OE here. I guess. Yeah, it's depressing. Well, he didn't. Okay, he didn't necessarily draw the hovel. He could have had the hovel in hand already. But anyway, they were all together. So that's something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure you want a black cat versus just buying a 5 or something here. I'm not convinced by that play. Myself. I think I would have rather bought a 5 there, but and goes for it. Well, here it's not necessarily costing him anything to go up. I think I like a mastermind, but Royal Carriage looks pretty good too. Yeah, demand looks fine as well. I could try to. There's like 2 more market squares in here, so I could try to draw and get to the free peddlers. I guess 2 is still pretty good. Pretty okay. Though there was definitely something to be said for trashing there over what I did. piles are going to be quite low. My goal here is to play the mastermind and buy a butcher. But I don't know how feasible that is. Might go to Snowy, might go to Village Green, might just go to Market Square. I don't really like if he goes to Cardinal. I mean, it could hurt me, but it's not my favorite pick here. Snowy, well, he's losing one of his black cats. I was going to say Snowy makes sense given the number of black cats he has. I think, though it's kind of rough with the cantrips. So maybe it doesn't make sense. I would like to, yeah. I mean, there's nothing, there's not much I can do there to make myself happy. I simply did not find the mastermind. I don't feel completely out of it, but it'll be kind of tough. I would have preferred him to get some fives over the demands, but which isn't to say the horses didn't do anything for him, but I think he could have scaled up much more than just having peddlers by this point. But just based on what he was able to get in the opening and such. I will get to demand. It's not clear I should draw on here. But the goal here is to butcher something into another mastermind and play it this turn. And I think I'll have enough draw to do that, but I'm not totally sure. I don't think I will have like a 3 pile quite yet. I guess if he lowers, it's not impossible. But it'll be kind of tough. I mean, I would take like a tie, I think, from my position. Eight gains, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Unless he just buys 4 market squares, then I guess it could happen. But otherwise, I don't think it's in the cards. He would have to he would have to buy a bunch of bycats or a bunch of market squares. Definitely could have looked a little different through here if I find my mastermind on this turn. If turn 8's a little more exciting, we could have a little more threat now, but this is kind of tough because you don't really want to score that much. I guess there's a risk to scoring anyway. Obviously, if you're scoring like a province or something, you can make up the black cap points, but maybe I ought to have top deck a snowy rather than a village green. Just for the buy. I can believe that. I don't know that I'm going to have the overdraw to do the gain and play because I have a lot of my starting cards still. Unfortunately. So it's not clear I can even do that, but... Okay, he gets a black cat. Yeah, that's smart. I guess he can empty on 7 gains next turn. Though I think he has to like draw perfect, maybe. Not sure. I don't think... I may just be giving him a win, but... I don't think I want to score yet. And I also kind of want to see what my draw looks like before I decide to do this butcher. I know I could probably get 6 things, but obviously that's not a win. Well, he could always mastermind some gains as well and maybe still draw, and in that case he'll have way excess gains. I don't know if there's a way out for me here. I wonder if I can get to a gold. What's the order that this stuff happens in? When you trash, when one of your cards is trashed. I think I get to pick the order. So I can check what this card is. Yeah, it's just copper. Do I need more than 2 buys? Well, I guess I want to draw the gold. Well, I'm going to draw gold for sure. It's just whether I want to have more than 2 buys. I'm going to say no. I guess I can still get the second gold, though. Okay. Pretty sure he's just gonna win, even if I take like a colony. Pretty sure. I mean, I fully expect him to just win here. But maybe he won't quite have the overdraw to do it. I don't know. Or the actions. Something. Lacking in something, I'm not sure. It's not going to be draw because he has 4 peddlers unplayed and a few black cats unplayed. So I don't like my chances. But I feel like Colony doesn't save me, so maybe I'm wrong about that, but well, getting a lot of golds is maybe promising. Because I kind of thought he would go for something else. I could be just overestimating his gains as possible as well. About whether he can, and maybe I should have. Well, I kind of needed to pick up. Yeah, I don't think I can like Colony. And I think that leaves me in any position to finish on the next turn, so it doesn't do me that much good. He can double Colony even, so I'm not going to outscore that in a turn. Though he probably wants to demand once for sure, so that makes it a little harder. Or he won't double Colony probably because he wants to demand. I would guess. Still looks really lost to me. Or I mean the game looks really lost to me. A demand and I guess a province. That seems fine. So I'm gonna have to green some this turn. For sure. I could triple Colony, I guess. He probably can just quad and finish him. Get pretty close anyway. What would a win look like for me? I'd need about $1 million, which I don't believe I have. I haven't even gotten to my second butcher yet. Yeah, I don't know that I had the overdraw period to make this happen. 5 plus this. I mean, I don't have that many terminals or cantrips left to play. I don't believe. Okay. Last card's in copper. So I can go triple colony. I guess that's what I gotta do. I mean, I know he's gonna get me with some black cat stuff here. So it's gonna, like, fully set him. Oh, he played 3 of them? Yeah, like, I can't. But that was always gonna be the issue. Or an issue. For sure. So I have 13 right now. 13 versus 12 doesn't look that important. I'm gonna colony, I think. Hope I have a black cat, which really won't matter, but it'll at least make me feel better. Well, I think he probably will have a win, starting with an 8-card hand and a mastermind play. I'm going to guess that there's a win of some sort. Though, maybe you won't see it. Or maybe it doesn't exist, I mean. The butchers can gain things which are worth buy, so they can kind of count for 2 gains. And so he's got 3 market squares and then 2 butchers. So that's, I mean, at least as far as empty market squares, that's worth like, or the butchers are worth double if you count the market squares. So, you know, he could get 8 gains. But they don't count double. If he uses a butcher to like get a green card, then it's just 1. I'm kind of assuming he can, like, he may be even like able to mastermind a butcher and, like, you know, just right from the hand. I don't know what the hand he has right now is, but it's possible he could mastermind the butcher and, you know, have quad colony essentially in hand already, just depending on the draw. If he has his colonies or peddler in hand with this butcher. So that's certainly a possibility that he just kind of has it in hand. Doesn't take that much of the. I mean, it would be fortunate to have it in the 8 versus needing to draw on. But like, even if he has, like, even if he mills 2 colonies and then he just gets to $22, I don't know if he has that much money. That's probably more money than he has, even with 4 coffers. Yeah, that doesn't sound so likely. Now that I've said it out loud. But maybe the pile out on the blue cards. Not sure. My turn is going to be... I mean, my turn could just be straight up complete garbage. Easily. I don't even know if I ought to react with the black cat. I mean, I'm going to, but I'm going to end up masterminding a peddler and not have that big of a hand, really. And I've got all these coppers. I already have, 3 junk cards in hand, so that part doesn't look so promising. But, that's just my deck. I just have that many junk cards in it. I guess he's going for the finish. I assume he calculated it and that he knows it works. So he's going to get to 22, I guess, off these draws. He has, how many golds? Are you going to have enough golds? I mean, he must, right? Otherwise, okay, it's exact even. I wonder what that last card was. Probably a market square or something. Looks like it was guaranteed, though. Yeah, so he was able to get to the money with the gold gains. Okay. This has good sheepdog stuff between sleigh and, I guess really only sleigh, but anyway, there's some definitely populated super safe to do here. You need Way of the Pig and it's already super good, but in general, Way of the Pig does help populate out quite a bit. Here, everything's already safe on gain for sure. So how do you hit 10? There's some duration draw that could punch up, and there's animal fair which could punch up, and there's experiment which kind of punches up too. But I don't know what you buy to kind of go there. You need a silver. I'm leaning towards either experiment silver or just sheepdog silver. Sheepdog, of course, has some potential sadness. Well, it's fine. I'm just kind of checking, make sure I'm not missing anything super obvious. I don't know if you want to work for animal fairs. I'm leaning towards the barges or the archives, to be honest, as far as trying to get to 10. Hostelry can help you punch up. If you have less than 10, get a bunch of horses. I'm not going to take a hostelry in the opening, so I might as well take the silver. You could double experiment, I guess. It's pretty sad. Buys a barge. I could just stop here and get an animal fair. It's not crazy. What did I have? I mean, the next card's either an experiment or a copper. So it's like either barge buy or an archive buy. I mean, the animal fair could get us there right now, so. This is a pretty funny board. Buys Honey Lodge. I don't understand Honey Lodge at all. I mean, I literally have no idea. I mean, there must be something, but I don't get it at all. It looks really bad to me. To use a buy on it anyway. Compared to like an archive or something. He still doesn't. Okay, now he does. That's a pretty good turn for him. I don't know which of these. I don't know if it really matters that much. Obviously, we're looking for the animal fair. Okay, so now that we have it, what's left? We can pig this guy, or we can draw further to cycle more. And I'm not really sure which is worth it, which is better. I guess the order doesn't matter really. Oh, a little bit. Well, it doesn't. I'm glad I didn't actually hit play all treasures. Though that also answers the question of what I should have done with the experiment, which was I should have definitely discarded it. Or I should have definitely played it as itself. I super hate his Honey Lodge still. Let's draw more. This is all pretty wild. Trying to think, how much money do I have here? If I ought to, well, I'm gonna gain another one anyway. Can I populate twice? 1, 2, 3. Well, I only had 9, 13, 17. I only have $17, so I can't populate twice. Next, no, I have $18, don't I? Okay, well, I still can't. I don't know what's left. I guess some junk. There's an estate left. Okay. This board's so funny. So I'm doing 2 buys. What should they be? I mean, it could be as simple as sleigh. I mean, I could be trying to get more horses here. Or, I mean, it could be, it could even be peddler. So I'm going to add 5 more bucks. I'm at 18. I'm going to add 5 more. I'm going to have 23. Yeah, it could easily be peddler even. 24, very special. 25 is kind of nice. Maybe it should have been another animal fair. Is that not an auto? I would have thought that was an auto. Shows what I know. So I gotta... Do I need more than 3 buys? Probably not. Oh, yeah, this is fine now. So I went pretty hard for consistency there. He had a trash turn, so... I don't need that hostelry yet, so I might as well take the estate. He really did have a trash turn. I mean, I could still have a trash turn. I talked all that crap on hunting lodge, but I sure am going to use it here. I would like to... I don't think I'll need it. I don't know that the order between experiments versus horses, I don't know if the playing one versus the other matters that much. So... can just set aside a whole bunch of horses is pretty good, I guess, with the archive. And now it's a question of getting the buy versus not. I mean, I can just colony populate. Otherwise, it's going to be like colony populate peddler or something. Colony populate animal fair. That seems pretty good. Oh, yeah, that was not my... Yeah, it's just not... Should be able to triple populate and finish, I think. That'll empty these three. Well, I have to watch the experiments, I guess. But there's a reasonable chance that I can... Well, the experiments can go all the way up to 6, I suppose. Here we go again on this dude. And I'll never badmouth a Honey Lodge discard again. Would be straight up ignorant of me at this point. Well, how many of these things do I need to play to get to whatever money? $12, $24, I guess a little bit more. $9, $12, okay. This is an unfortunate case where I'm not going to get the slays. Oh, I can play them out of my hand this way, right? So 3 triple populate will empty those 3 piles. Alright. So it's 1-1. I wonder if rats know. Right? Like, no. But maybe. I guess I'm gonna open Silver Patron. Yeah, I don't think you can do rats. There's some things that would make you like, maybe I can do rats. I don't think you can do rats. Devil's Workshop opening is weird to me. I mean, I guess gold is okay, but to me it looks weird because you're not going to activate. I mean, you almost have to be aiming for gold with it, right? Because there's nothing out here that you want that many copies of. It can gain Destria. Well, no, if it can gain Destria, then it'll gain Imp. So, yeah, I'm not really seeing the Devil's Workshop opening myself, but not that I think it's like terrible, but I don't love it myself. Here I gotta think about either Devil's Workshop myself or, I mean, he's getting multiple patrons. You don't want that many patrons though. Like, this is already as many patrons as you want, in my opinion. But I'm fine with the second one. I have to decide if I want Archive or Barge. Hunting Ground's pretty good, since you're going to accumulate some villagers. So he's going to go with Royal. Instead of getting the villager, he's going to go with Royal Way of the Seal to get the Barge or Archive on top. He goes with Barge. Okay, that's fine. I do want a Barge, but I kind of like the Archives right now. I can top deck silver now to buy Grand Market if I want a Grand Market. Or I can delay the patron if I don't want to add a silver to the deck. Those are the options. Barge, of course, is nice with the whatever it's called, delay with delay. I'm pretty sure, right? I haven't. When did I shuffle? I shuffled here. I drew 5 coppers. So the silver and the other patron are down here. It's like Silver Patron Estate Archive. Okay. That's a okay thing, I guess. So like I said, it's just a question of whether I would like to get a the archive play is going to be a little questionable. Not the best trigger. Maybe I just top deck a GM. Alright, I'm going to try the delay thing. I'm going to try not to take another silver right now. Not that I think silver's that bad here. That's the thing. I don't think silver's that bad here, so it's not totally clear to me, but anyway. Alright, if I delay, I trigger. Okay, well then. Too late for that. Too late for that. he buy another barge? Okay, I gotta start buying barges now. For sure. See, get in on this delay action. Yeah, let's get in top deck. Get the grand market. Gotta think now. We have a lot. Okay, let's do some delaying. Probably would have been better to top deck stuff now that I think about it, but we'll do it next turn. Crypt is not crazy. I mean, I probably have enough draw to just use the coppers at this point, though. I should have top decked something. This was... Well, I mean, it would change the turn, but still, I mean... Should I do it now? Or should I trust in the draws? Apparently I'm going to trust in the draw since I didn't do it. It is nice to get a villager. If we don't find one of them in here, that's just bad luck. I guess the grand markets are like your village here, kind of. The barges are barges are like sort of non-terminal. This is a wonky analogy, but this is a really bad archive, actually. But what can you do? You know, not much. Okay, gotta think. I could just buy gold. These are quite a sad archive, actually. Oh well. Even if just one of those draw cards had not been in the archive reveal, that would have helped considerably. That's okay, though. He's got a lot of money. He probably needs a hunting ground. Maybe he just goes pure barges, I don't know. I kind of like my buys. I mean, okay, the barges are nice for the delay, but I kind of like my buys. And then I feel like my draws were kind of bad. I certainly didn't have to do exactly what I did with the that turn where I did the top decking or whatever. Didn't quite consider the shuffle trigger. That was a little more questionable. So should I get the hunting grounds now? Okay. I don't have enough like targets, do I, for my delaying? Actually, it doesn't even help me not to play the patron since I have the action left. Like it, I mean, it's sort of like draw, I guess, the delay, but it doesn't help that much. Hopefully here we get the draw to double. Should be pretty safe. He has a lot of patrons. I don't know whether I save the destrier for a delay or what. Which could be useful. look at all this. I can delay a lot. How much money do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11. I feel like I should 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 13. We know we're gonna draw. What's in there? There's hunting grounds, 3 coppers, right? So now we're gonna draw 2 coppers. So we don't have to play this patron, right? Now we don't know we're gonna draw 3 coppers. We may just draw 2. We know we're gonna draw 2 coppers. 6, 10. So yeah. So we probably need to play the patron. That was a good draw, though, for me. I could take coppers. I'm going to have a big hand next turn. I'm not going to be able to play the barges, really. Well, I'll be able to play one of them. I think either he just had a bad draw for it and he wasn't able to do it. Of course, now he's going to have a big turn, but I don't know if it'll be big enough. If I can get to 5 provinces, I don't know if he can do the duchies and win. That'll be kind of hard. His deck's not going to green all that well either, I don't think. I don't think either deck will without trashing. He doesn't have the archives. So my guess would be that's not the easiest thing in the world for him to do. He does have a good amount of money. Maybe he can catch me on 2, but I'm not guaranteed to double by any stretch, so I assume he's going to top deck something. Otherwise, the way the seal play was really weird. He didn't get... I assume he's got another action to delay. He didn't get very many points, though. So if I double 33... he's not going to catch that in a turn. Then we're starting to look at 3 piles, though I'm not going to be in a great spot to do that, to be honest. I was pretty fortunate to draw my hunting, or not bottom deck my hunting grounds. That was nice. I mean, obviously it would have been very unlucky if I had, but it was still nice for me. This looks really good. Pretty good. This looks really good. I didn't get any delays in though, so I think there's an archive down in here. Yeah, I mean, I could have a pretty bad turn. He didn't have a great one either, though. He just straight up had a bad one. He got so many patrons. This is good. Probably I take the guaranteed duchy. And just save for the province on the next turn. This is also, I think, the best chance of provincing this turn as well. Obviously, it's not happening, but could double delay, but I feel pretty confident just about this. There's some choices here, though, but I'm going to go with that one. Maybe I should have double delayed. I mean, I still have... No, I didn't see the silver, so... He's not delaying on these turns he buys. He's not getting enough buys anymore. So he's not like... He's not going anywhere particularly exciting with his draws. Of course, neither am I, so... It would be pretty funny if he beat me here. He could just have it right now, I guess. He only needs $20 to win. Which would have suggested I should have double delayed. He doesn't have it quite, but he can... I don't know if he has action. I mean, if he has actions into delay, he's almost certainly going to get there and beat me. All I can do is buy an estate. Well, realistically, all I can do is delay hunting grounds. That was kind of dumb on my part, what I have done here. So, like, all he has to do is get the province. He didn't get to delay anything, though. That's all I can do. This turn could easily whiff still. I mean, probably will whiff. Unless I find the archives. That's gonna help. Not quite enough, probably. Well, what do we have? 1, 2. Yeah, it wasn't even... Oh my gosh. There it is. That's depressing. I wish I had... Yeah, I wish I had double delayed on that turn. I just, for some reason, thought I had to get points. I mean, maybe there was some draw where he beats me if I don't get points, but I think I could have looked at his game board and been pretty sure that he wasn't going to get there. Okay, right. Well, I make it anyway. This silly game. So we're going to get the 3 pile now. Actually, now I finally have province, which is obnoxious. Well, okay, it's not obnoxious. I got the win. But all right. I think he did overdo the patrons for sure. But that's my... He also probably just had some nightmare draw in there at some point that I didn't notice. And I probably had above average draws for what I was doing. At least to do a sequence of province, double province, double province. That was probably very much a lucky draw on my part. So if I win this one, I'll advance. We have gamble. Gamble's always fun. If there were a 2, I would probably gamble for sure. I mean, gamble anyway. The gamble would be like... We've had a lot of platinum games. The gamble would be like... gamble by scrap or something. I mean, I would have definitely hit it if I had double delay that one turn. There's no way I would have missed it. But so what's the opening if you're not gonna do the gamble opening? Weigh the butterfly. I guess you can weigh the butterfly for a bunch of stonemasons. That doesn't sound very good. Wayfair fishing village looks good. Scrap looks good. Maybe you just go scrap fishing village. Okay, he's getting... Now here there's a real consideration of... No, there isn't. That won't give me enough money. He could do it on the opening, which is a little different. Or on the 3-4, it looks a little different because you're triggering a shuffle that has something in there that you already want to play. Could be another scrap, could be a goat herd. Could simply be another fishing village. I had 3. Okay, so this will be gain horse, draw card by Wayfair. And I do know the last card is a copper. So I can do that. That was quite fortunate for me. I don't know if you get Falconer here. I mean, fishing village gains are nice with it, but He does get a falconer. I think it's fine. I'm gonna cycle. I'd like to find an estate. I could double. Okay. Can stonemason double wayfarer? Which looks pretty good to me, or I can stonemason fishing village wayfarer, which also looks pretty good. I could try to gamble. There are some hits that would be a little sad. So I think I'm gonna not do it. I'm trying to think. Let's go with 2, or not 2. Let's go with that. I'm not actually sure if you want the silvers just yet, but you will want them eventually. Cities will activate, paddocks will activate. Paddocks you may not ever get. Cities you may not ever get, I mean. Stonemason is going to love Way of the Butterfly here. Scrap will also be fairly happy trashing stonemasons. I wouldn't hate a goat herd to get a little thinner. Maybe. I have to think. I wouldn't hate just having the entire pile of fishing villages and wayfarers either, as far as things that I could have. He gets to cycle a little bit on his gambles. We'll see what he didn't play fishing village this turn though, so there's some chance of being sad for him on the next turn for sure. Though if he has fishing village in hand, it could be quite nice. If I don't draw stuff, I'm going to for sure want to gamble until I hit something. Okay, he gets a fishing village. That looks reasonable to me. I don't want a silver. Just doesn't look like the thing to take yet. To my view, you can do it once you're drawn deck. Right now it just doesn't look like it does much to me. Can card gain silver, card gain horse. I can gamble around until I find the fishing village that I get. I'm going to do card. Maybe this has got to be silver to get enough to do the stonemason overpay again. I'm going to draw a copper, so I'm going to have 9. The question is, so I'll have 1, so I'll gamble once, I'll have 8. Gamble again, I'll have 6, and I'll either get back to 7 or I'll discard the, I think it's okay. I think I can still gain a horse. I don't think I want the, I can even take coin, but, because I'm going to do the stonemason after. I guess I could get a poacher if I wanted, but how should we do order this? This one could have maybe been a double wayfarer. We drew. Probably double wayfarer is better. But I got the draw, so it's okay. Yeah, I mean, since I had played 2 fishing villages, it definitely looks nicer. So he didn't get to his wayfarer, so he's just going to, like, gamble now. Oh, he's just going to go ahead and do stonemason. So he's getting, I guess, the rest of the... No, he's leaving a fishing village, okay. Alright, I will probably take that fishing village. This is interesting. I don't believe we could pile yet. I'm still kind of leaning towards don't gain there, though. One of them probably will need to be a silver. If I'm not drawing deck, then I don't really want it. To be honest. So last cards are like Wayfarer. Wayfarer, Fishing Village. I mean, I don't need to play the other Fishing Village this exact moment. Maybe Stonemason City Falconer. Or buys better. Like Stonemason Fishing Village. How much money do I have? That costs 5 plus 7. I can have... Well, I can have quite a few things. It's kind of nice knowing there's a Wayfarer on top, though. So I could go... Well, I don't want to leave a pile out for him. If I double Stonemason, that lowers things pretty low. I don't know, he has a draw to like worry about it that much, but let's just do, this is underplaying the turn a little bit. For sure. Oh, he's getting to play his Falconer. Ooh, that. Yikes. I didn't think about that. Though I would have been doing that anyway, I guess. I think this is not... What did he get? Wayfarer, okay. Do I want to gamble? I know I have Fishing Village and Wayfarer on top. It's kind of nice to have a Wayfarer. I think. This has got to be Stonemason for City and Falconer, or just double City. It could be City Wayfarer as well. I don't think I want to lower them. know he has wayfarers now. That was, I mean, I definitely underplayed as much as or some of what I could do there, but he has a lot of silvers. He has so many silvers. Well, okay, he's more than I would take, in my opinion. They're good for scrap fuel, but he can also like return fishing villages, I guess, to muck with my cities, though that doesn't seem that compelling to me. If I don't draw here, I'll probably score, just because the piles. I'll probably score here regardless, but exactly how much I can score will depend on if I draw. I still have a lot of coppers, of course. He gets to play his Wayfarer again, which is nice. If I do draw, I'll also have to think a long time about whether gamble is going to do something for me as far as piling. Just possible. There are some like funnier gamble tricks that you can do here. They're not realistic, but like you can buy a colony and then gamble a stonemason and trash a wayfarer to gain 2 provinces, things like that. That would never, I don't think you, because you have to have a stonemason on top of the deck either because you just gain one or just because you know for some reason or whatever, and then you also have to have, you know, all that other things, all that other stuff in hand and to want to do it. So doesn't seem that likely. I wonder if he'll gamble. So, I mean, if I don't draw here, he could pile. Maybe. No, there's a lot of stonemasons. He has a lot of gains now, though. He played 2 fishing villages. So, he looks pretty good for the next turn. If I can get a goat herd, I wouldn't say no to it at this point. With him playing 2 scraps. He buys a 3rd scrap even. Okay. I may want the silvers by the end of this turn. Okay. This is sad. And it didn't get unsad. I could buy a platinum. It has some nice-ish properties. I don't have a stonemason anymore. I don't think. What are the odds of he finishing if I empty the cities? Not super good, I don't think. I can buy an estate. I don't think he's going to empty the estates. I'm not sure. I feel like I'm like overestimating what his deck can do, so I don't want to play afraid of it. He has a million silvers and he has a lot of wayfarers, but doesn't have a lot of actions right now. Did he shuffle at the end of this turn? He did. Okay, so he's probably found some more actions by this point. I don't think at this point he could possibly have the gains. But I could be wrong. It may just pile on me. Not getting by from that scrap makes it less likely. Well, he can, yeah, maybe he'll just finish. I didn't count his wave or his falconer, or I didn't think about it very well. He can get 3 buys. He gets 3 buys, so that's stonemason, wayfarer, stonemason. Okay, yeah, I think we're still okay. Though maybe not if he has a stonemason left in hand. He can still do it. Not sure. He can certainly score more than me on this turn because he has the silver. It's just a question of what he can do on. If he can't, he may be able to end it. I don't know the stonemason count. If he has a stonemason, he probably can just end it. Maybe just on a tie, maybe on a win. I'm not sure. Yeah, if he has a stonemason, I think he'll have a win. It's only $9 to empty the piles, and then that's just 2 buys. He can buy a duchy, he can gain estates. He's gonna have plenty of money to do it. Yeah, I shouldn't have lowered the stonemasons, though maybe he still has it regardless. That would just suggest I should have bought a province. So maybe he still even has it in that case. I'm not sure. He might have had it even in the province case. So I'm not sure if I obviously what I did was no good, but I'm not sure if anything I did would have got me out of it. Probably something. What is the rule for last player, or for if your fifth game's in time? Okay, right over. So comes down to game 5, which I don't think it should have. Well, he was doing good things there too. It wasn't like I was clearly ahead, but I think I was ahead. So maybe some sadder turns from me, but probably just bad choices at the end. Already, okay. This has got no village, but lots of buy. Sort of a village, I guess, but doesn't really work for villaging. I'm not sure I like the 5-2 that much, to be honest. I can do a courtier. I'm not going to do a gatekeeper. I mean, the fool's golds aren't that much worse than silver, I don't think, but I can do hunting party. He has it as well. Okay. That's interesting. So he does go with hunting party. I'm kind of inclined not to go with hunting party. Though the hunting parties are like clearly important. I'm not sure about it as an opening. Though I'm not super sure. I mean, the other opening would be like a courtier. Or a sacrifice. I'm not sure about this. This will be a hunting party for sure. So, okay. This is not ideal. Yeah, these are okay. This is all fine as far as it goes. You can take like a crypt or a courtier or something. So I would just buy another hunting party. It's not super happy. I don't know if I care about the magpies or not, to be honest. I mean, they're good, but do I want to lose at 10-0? Probably not, but I'm pretty likely to anyway. One bad thing about losing the magpie split that badly would be I can't even get to 5. I can't even get to... Oh my gosh, this is so obnoxious. I just needed to draw not... not a state here, I guess. And not draw hunting party here since I was gonna find it. I didn't draw a second card off this first hunting party. That was incredible bad luck. You really don't want to play. You really don't want to play the magpies at the end of your shuffle. Yeah, whatever. This is gonna turn to crap real fast. He's got two. I have two copper trashes. He has two estate trashes. I should have just won that last game. Then I wouldn't be in this spot. Platinum's okay. Courtier's okay. This is okay. Though not good. I sure am trashing a lot of coppers. The worry, of course, is that he can just get, the colonies fast enough that it goes real bad for me. Because it's not like I can build that big here. But at this point, I have to try and build if he greens. So he's going to follow, which seems reasonable to me. So what do I have here? I can have 6. So 6. It just looks like a courtier peddler to me. Trash estate. Not courtier peddler, but hunting party peddler. That was at least a bad turn for him, while this is looking pretty good for me. I will take it for sure. Okay. We're getting back into it now, I think. This will be a very good turn for him, though. Fortunately, I do have 5 of the hunting parties, so we're behind here, but not. He's gonna colony, okay. I would have rather. Okay, well I drew. That's all right. I would have rather hit another magpie there, but so the question is, just how big can you build here? And should I go for that? And if I do go for that, what exactly does it look like? How many more magpies will I get, etc. Because I can do some multiple terminal stuff, potentially. Obviously, I'm not getting colony here, so. What would it look like? Would it be hunting party courtier? Or what? If he doesn't miss, I mean, if he draws the hunting parties and doesn't miss, he'll win. No doubt about that. I think, no doubt about that. I guess I'm not 100% sure, but good chance that that's the case. Okay, it's another colony. I mean, hopefully. All right, this is good. Pretty sure it's good. How do I get to the end here and make sure I gain more magpies? There's probably no way to make sure. To guarantee it in any sense. Well, there's a bunch of actions in here right now, I guess. I need a colony and peddler and probably gain gold. Shoot. So I'm at gold is enough. Gold enough is the colony double peddler. What's the most money I can make here? I could get. Well, I can't draw the second gold, but I could get $9 more off the courtier, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 14, 19. Okay, I don't need that much to put it simply. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 13. I'm at 13. Can be at 16. Which could be like peddler magpie colony. I guess the question is, do I need the golds right now? I'm going to say no. Maybe it's not true, though. Because I will need to get to double sometime, or at least to threaten it. And 16, that would put me in 19. 20. I'm not really sure. I thought he had stopped, but that was not the case. Okay. Okay. That's pretty good. This could stop soon. I'm gonna need to I have to be able to threaten double into state next turn, I guess. Or double. If he doubles, I'm like totally. I don't think he can double. Maybe he can, but I don't think he can. Yeah. This is tough to count up the cash for. How many peddlers did I have last turn? Just the one, apparently. So I'm at 2 peddlers. I guess I could province colony as well. That's an option. Doesn't really change much, but other than make it a little harder for me to score, I guess. He keeps doing this, I guess, because he's checking if I'm gone, but I'm here. Don't you worry. It was a copper, so that's unfortunate. I would have liked to get another magpie, but that's okay. I could gain 2 golds. Then I would have 9. I would have the threat. Depending exactly on what he did. Well, if he like province anything, well, okay, this is all wrong, isn't it? Because if he province, shoot, how much money can I make now? I'm so dumb. So I can probably still make enough to province colony. I should have trashed the magpie. It's bad. 1, 2, 8, 13, 17. I need buy 9. Like coin buy does it, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 8, 12, 17. Yeah, this is ugly. I mean, I guess he could fail to draw. I could fail to draw. He's had nice, well, I mean, it doesn't take that much for him to get to 11, so it's not that lucky. But he's had pretty good draws for having just the 4 hunting parties. And he didn't really have many magpies till here at the end. If I can get, I don't know what you play first of these. I guess the magpie, but I'm really not sure. If I can double colony, I can still beat him. Double colony estate, that is. I don't know if I have the money for that anymore, though. Both of my... I don't think I do. I don't think I even have the money for it. I have to play for another turn. Okay, and I don't even get to skip it. Shoot. Oh gosh. I don't get to skip it. Then I drew this. This is unworkable. So I can province, but I can't get... I guess I just play for him to do worse than province. So I still don't have enough... I still don't have enough money. Yeah, he's just gonna blow away. He already has... Okay, he didn't quite, but... This is so confusing. You can't tell which parts are in their hand and which parts... He may just have 8 still. Yeah, he still has 8. The Fool's Gold lowers, unless I could do both of them, it doesn't increase the money. This is so bad. Because I still don't have enough. And he'll probably just double province if I province. I can tie, right? Yeah, I can tie. Maybe. I don't even know if I can tie. That might be totally wrong. because I screwed up that other turn. How many golds do I have? Two golds. Because I didn't trash the magpie, I didn't get to play enough to gain the... Here I had $20 and I didn't add any money, and I can't... Well, I can double prong. Yeah, I can tie. I can tie if I draw. Which means I should just go ahead and... No. Both the courtiers have to be played, like, terminally. I have to find the sacrifice. And then I have to draw everything. Because I have to draw gold too. Because I have to gain gold by... or coins, whatever. I mean... And then I have to find... Magpies have to hit golds and have to find the courtier. Yeah, it's just not... And now the top of the deck is total garbage. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 13, 16. I'm just toast. I don't know what I play for either. That like isn't dying right away. What an 8, 13, 6. I can have 19. So I could province colony. That'll lose the colony. And he doesn't have... He shuffled here. Okay, so 2 of the hunting parties are out of the shuffle. And the Fool's Golds are unpaired. But he does have the Platinum. And he does have the Courtier with the Fool's Gold. And still quite some Magpies and some hunting, and some 2 hunting parties. So him dudding isn't that good. If I double province, I mean, I guess double province still gives me an out on some miracle draw. Though I have to still... I don't know. Probably he's just going to double province. I guess it's good that he has the Fool's Gold in hand. That speaks to maybe him having a bad... sort of bad turn. I don't know. This is like gold, so it's going to be dead. He's going to draw our colony anyway. He drew quite a bit. Probably has double province. Not quite. So we get to see one more turn, though I don't have anything I can do, so... Guess I could have got another courtier. This is a nice hand, but this is already pretty much it. This should be it. He has so... Oh, man. That's frustrating. I don't think I outplayed him here, but it was frustrating to have him draw every time while I kind of failed to draw some. Well, I didn't really fail to draw. It was just that he was a pace ahead of me. So I should have won that last game, but anyway, yeah, you better. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I can't seem to make it through the bracket phase of these mixes, but I guess that's just how it goes. So, see y'all later.